I saw this and I was like, we have to react to it.
At Gamescom,
So, these fucking weirdos. These fucking weirdos made a game. I don't think he's gonna have it here. No, he's not. So these weirdos are making a game about Hispanic people in the trek to crossing the border into America illegally. I saw this and I was like, I've got to react to this.
currently showcasing a game about illegally crossing into the USA and processing the trauma from being a minority with real audio clips from real illegals. I have to see this. I have to see it. I want to watch it. This is content. Wait a minute. Okay, we might have.
It's about to be
Let's get
peak.
it.
And
Ah, shit!
What's the matter, Asmon? Who else would it have been? Would you expect a white guy with a big bushy beard? Fuck no.
I just got triggered.
Oh my god.
Great. So I got a little intro. Thank you. My name's Carla Reyes. My pronouns are she, her. And yeah, I run a little indie studio called Anima Interactive. We're developing Take Us North, which is about migration across the US-Mexico border, which is obviously a very relevant and heavy-hitting topic.
Yeah.
But that's why we found it important to talk about now.
No, you're not
and I'll
going
share
north.
a little
You're
bit
going
about
south.
our behind-the-scenes.
Yeah.
That's so fucking weird. So why is it that it's trying to do that thing to you? So like every time you chat, whenever you use a curse word, it stops you, but it doesn't do that for actual commenters on videos, because I've got that shit turned on for video comments too. It's only stopping you. It's so weird. I want YouTube to ask me whenever someone curses in a comment, because I'll take that down. But whenever it's in a stream chat, no one cares. Why would you stop a stream chat, but not a comment on a video?
In the development of this project, because it's very deeply rooted in research. Given how sensitive and complex and nuanced the subject matter is, we want to make sure that we are telling these stories.
Are they going to research the way that illegal migrants steal the identity?
See, Trump should take this, and he should, like, backwards engineer it, and then figure out how these guys are getting in.
Identities of American citizens, and then
so that way, like, you know, like not like stop it at the beginning, stop it at like the very end whenever they get right up to the border. Just have like a line of people that are just there waiting to put them in the back of the truck and take them back.
Benefits illegally. I wonder if they're going to talk about that.
Authentically, and that we are, you know, reaching our goal in trying to shift hearts and minds around this. So before I begin,
Why would I change my mind about being an illegal immigrant is bad?
I'm actually curious.
Yeah, this isn't a game, it's propaganda. Of course. Obviously it is.
To ask all of you, because I'm mindful there might not be many Americans in the room. Are there any Americans, by the way? No, okay. Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, so could I ask...
One guy.
There's one guy.
Are your perceptions around like the motivations behind migration across the U.S.-Mexico border? Like, what are you hearing in the
It's illegal and you shouldn't do it because you're going to get fucking deported.
Headlines in the news? I'm just curious. You know, you can shout things out or... Yep, go ahead. Trump out, yes. Okay. Anyone else?
I just hope that China and Korea can save us from this madness. Maybe like South America can.
So like, I want to give you guys a general idea. Whenever a bunch of illegal immigrants cross over the border, typically, and I'm going to say this as blunt as possible, if you're a woman, you're either molested or raped. If you're trafficked, they take you and you never see your family again. And they typically send you over into American soil with drugs. That's why the fentanyl was so bad. They send you with a bunch of stuff. illegal firearms. They seize you with a lot of stuff, okay? You're not just being trafficked yourself, you are trafficking other things. So when you cross the border and you get to your contacts and they bring you to wherever, your journey is only just begun. Because now you're in for what would have been indentured servitude that would have led to deportation now thanks to Trump's huge deportation policies that he has. Don't come here unless it's legally. Stop doing it. It is illegal. We don't want you here. Thank you.
Oh my God.
What do you think is the primary motivation for people from Latin America or otherwise?
I tell you what it is. It's called the American lie. It's the American dream, but it's a lie now.
Crossing the U.S.-Mexico border.
Who cares?
Violence.
Great. Okay, violence. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyone
that's
else?
the problem.
Instead of staying there and fixing their own fucking country, they're coming here and ruining ours by flying their fucking flags and stuff. Like, not just by flying their flags, but they're taking homes, they're taking jobs that should be going to American people that can get a full-fledged like wage so they can support themselves and a family. That like they're ruining the economy by doing this. And what really sucks is that it's not just the immigrants' fault, it's the fucking jobs. The jobs that hire them. The businesses.
I used to live in El Salvador some years, and violence is the main.
We got more stuff in
okay,
Discord?
so this is great because I think like in the U.S.,
Oh, damn, you
one of
did.
the narratives that's being pushed is
Yeah.
obviously, you've probably heard this. Americans are they'll often say Latin Americans, or they'll be reductive to Mexicans. They will say like they're just stealing our jobs, right? Like
They
that's
I think that this talks.
fact.
I
They're
think
stealing
she.
the
I think
job.
she talks about the deadly migrant route. Like the way the route is engineered, it's meant to like you have to go through like the desert, and then you get like bitten by the wildlife and you die. And it's supposed to be a deterrence, but people don't seem to get that.
They're creating more traffic. They steal obviously a bunch of other different type of entitlement programs like food stamps, etc.
And keep in mind, they can get on food stamps. What they do is they steal someone's ID. They steal their identity, and then they use that to get on programs like food stamps and Social Security. So they end up stealing and using them to their benefits. And it fucks the person who needs to get the actual money and the funds out of what they can get.
They do jobs for cents on the dollar that should be made for Americans, or they should be improved by automation instead of relying on illegals as a working class of people. The reason why people think this is because it's true.
I
And
agree.
also,
And I'm going to say this, to be honest. If we have a culture where we rely on people that are effectively slave labor, we don't deserve to exist as a culture, period. They're being paid pennies on the dollar. They get no insurance for health. They get no place to live. They probably work themselves literally to death at the jobs that they get. And they get constantly threatened with being deported. Do you think that that's any life that anybody should live? No, it's not. And as a society, we should be ashamed that our companies, our corporations need to rely on them instead of hiring actual Americans. It's disgusting.
by the way, they just showed up in our fucking country. Why the fuck should we be okay with people showing up in our country? We didn't say they could be here. What a ridiculous thing to say. Oh, people want to come here. Too bad. It's like even the base impulse of this is outrageous.
Well, what's
Like,
even crazier is that the people who migrated legally, it's ruining their ability to stay here, or like it's giving them a bad reputation as well. And they know that. That's why a lot of people that are here legally, they are advocating for Trump to get these fuckers out of here. Because it's ruining it for not just us, but the people who migrated here legally. It's ruining it for everybody.
the amount of entitlement that these people have is disgusting to me. It is. It's absolutely disgusting. That's what the natives said too, no? Yeah, and look what happened to them. Not so good, huh?
That's right. It's the rich people wanting them to stay for cheap labor. That's exactly what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if that 95% of the people that are, or even 50, I would take 50. I feel like 50% of people that are protesting all this immigration stuff are just bought and paid for by big business. Straight up. You can hire people that will, you can talk to companies and hire people that will protest. It's a thing.
Yeah, I don't want to end up like that.
One of the big rhetoric pushes, and part of what we're trying to do is challenge this misinformation, right? So
Misinformation.
let me just quickly show a couple of videos here. So we've done like voice of the people style interviews. So let me. I want to make sure this audio works. Try this.
I think it's like most something.
Yeah, duh.
And like I know there's a lot of like violence and like drug problems in and around the border, like with the cartels.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine it's just a lot of fleeing that.
Not making good money, and it's hope of the people. I mean, from many countries, people are dreaming of living in the United States because they are sending to families money which they are making here. I mean, $15, $20 per hour.
The jobs no one wants.
The American dream, pretty much.
This is what I'm talking about, bro, right here. I've been trying to warn y'all about this. I've been trying to tell y'all about this. This is it. How disingenuous for them to say migration when the debate is about illegal immigration. Oh,
Exactly.
It's because they don't.
Migration and illegal immigration are two different things. You can migrate somewhere legally. You cannot do that as an illegal immigrant. You cannot. It's not possible.
Believe that it's illegal. That's the reason why. They think it's okay for them to do it. Like they have some kind of like entitlement to come to America. It's outrageous.
More refugees than anything else. The jobs no one wants.
The American dream, pretty much. So coming from where my parents
Have to deal with it because they're on the completely other side of the border. Just keep it.
Migration.
By the way, New York City. So if you have a map of the U.S. down here. So if you ever hear
What's crazy is you don't even need to take this map as reference because what they do over there is they just bust them in and give them free hotels and stuff. I mean,
New Yorker
So-
talking about how good New York border. It's insane. Yep.
The way, I don't know, sorry
Jesus.
to the AV team. Could people hear that okay? Or, oh yeah, it was fine? Okay, cool. All right, let me see if I can go back.
Do we get? I don't care about like
Try to human. So yeah, as I
just
said,
propaganda.
it's a narrative-driven game.
a migrant. Players assume the role of a migrant guy who embodies the complex interplay of duty and empathy. I wonder if he sexually traffics the women that he's helping move over the border. They probably won't do that, will they? No, because it might.
no, because they're just going to show what they're going to show what people think it is. They're not going to show what it really is. See, they wouldn't want to do that because it would hurt their cause.
make what they're saying look bad, even though that's exactly what happens.
Yep, he's absolutely right.
I wonder if I wonder if you're able to molest the women that you help come across the border with. Probably not. I wonder why. It's because it's not about telling an accurate story. It's about telling a lie.
It's about pushing a narrative and spinning it however you can to make it seem good, even though it's terrible.
With migrants and asylum seekers, and I'll dig into our approach to that.
Whatever it is for one guy to get across the border on this path, it's twice as hard for any woman.
In a bit, but basically in the game you play the role
Kids
of a
also,
migrant
of course.
guide or a guia, often
Yeah.
known as coyotes. Coyotes are often associated with the drug trade. You know,
Yeah.
people mentioned carteles before, but it's more complicated than that, and
It is more complicated. It's worse.
that's
is.
why we want to show this game, because we believe in video games as one of the most immersive art forms and as a tool to foster
Its resources and then take advantage of it while not respecting that country's borders.
Oh, he's talking about-
It's not empathy at all. You want to come to another country and experience its resources and then
not show any respect or regard for any of the actual like boundaries that are in place, like laws that keep people like these immigrants from doing this. Like they're just taking advantage of the resources and screwing Americans out of hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
Advantage of it while not respecting that country's borders. You want to go into the country illegally against their consent. You know that you're not supposed to be here. You're going here anyway.
Yeah.
You want to talk about empathy? I think that should start at the beginning whenever you come somewhere where you know you're not supposed to be.
Exactly.
Why y'all put up with these retards? Honestly, I think that the time of putting up with these people is almost over. It is coming to a close, and I am so fucking glad.
Well, you do realize that the past 4 years has been a wake-up call for most Americans with the government the way it was. And these past like 6-7 months, however long Trump has been in office, I don't even think it's been like 6 months yet. He's completely cleaned up a solid majority of a lot of things. At least he claims he has. I mean, in Trump style, he's preaching a big game, but we've yet to see it. So I wouldn't be surprised that people aren't going to be branching off of Trump's ideals a lot more if they start seeing change. I think that he's right. I think that a lot of this stuff is about to go bye-bye. A lot of these weirdos are about to go.
Topics. Okay, so
We're collaborating with Undocumented Filmmakers Collective.
There's actually a studio for this.
As I said, so lab at the university.
Working with a university in California for this.
Oh, big fucking surprise. It's got California written on it.
Did such a dramatic change of events. What world a U.S. person comes to Germany to virtue signal about their problems? Imagine traveling to the EU to promote such a game. Well, I don't know where she's from. I have no idea. Shit every day and not want to blow your brains out. How blatantly manipulative, toxic of emotion your country to give up your culture, to give up your morality, and to instead effectively adopt someone else's. It's not about you being not judgmental. It's about letting somebody else judge you.
Yeah.
And letting them decide what's okay, letting them tell you what's acceptable, letting them dictate their idea of empathy. Their idea of empathy is we're going to invade your country illegally, and if you get mad about it, we're going to call you mean.
That's pretty much what's happened. Like whenever there was backlash against when the Democrats were in office and people were getting bussed in New York and given places to stay and for free, and then given all this food that they could eat for free, and the American citizens in New York that have been homeless, like veterans and stuff, have never even had the taste of that at all, or even given an option to do that. And the people were like being really big and like given a lot of backlash because of this. They were getting called Nazis and, getting defamed like crazy. It's just kind of sad to see that it was the way it was, but now that things have done a 180, you're seeing a whole different ball game being played where people that are being called Nazis, they're just ignoring it now because the name has lost meaning.
The character name? What's the character name?
Karen recalls what she's seen in the last... Oh my God.
I don't see character name. Top right? I don't get it.
Karen?
Scorpion by...
Jesus Christ.
You can't...
Church, and Kings, which is all about smuggling across the U.S.-Mexico border. And we've been working with his team and...
legally isn't a soldier, and they're certainly not a king.
His team, and there's also a collective of...
Anybody who's doing any smuggling across the border
He published a book last year called Soldiers and Kings, which is all about smuggling across the U.S.-Mexico border. And we've been working with...
I love how they straight up publish a book. Like, and they call... I
team, and there's also a
That's
collective...
like if you killed somebody and you called yourself a god. It's like gods and kings. Like, dude, come on.
Anybody who's doing any smuggling across the border illegally isn't a soldier, and they're certainly not a king. They're criminals that often sexually abuse the people that they're doing things with.
Exactly.
And also manipulate them, sometimes kill them, and traffic over drugs that kill people.
Yep. They also put them in to the skin trade and use them until they're done with them, and then they end up killing them anyway. So, yeah.
Undocumented...
They're parasites.
They are. They're disgusting human beings.
The people that do that are awful.
Filmmakers in the U.S. So these are people who are artists and storytellers in their own right, but they actually also have experience of having crossed the border. So here you can kind of just see, like, side by side, a lot of the...
Amazing. Wow.
Oh, so, like... Damn, they've done some upgrades to this fence. I love how they're really trying to make a game to play on people's empathy, to give a shit about a bunch of people that are trying to cross the American border to take jobs and traffic drugs over to the American soil. And they're trying to be like, oh, well, a couple thousand people die a week, or, well, maybe they shouldn't be there. If they didn't want to die, then why would they be there?
This is no game. No, it's not. Holy shit, this is ridiculous. I know. Can you believe this?
The context that we're trying to portray in the game. So, of course, the U.S.-Mexico border, and it's primarily set in the Sonoran Desert, which is one of the deadliest migrant trails, and weaponized nature, and they're trying to keep...
Thank God.
Good.
Thank God.
Got that alligator Alcatraz going.
Be lucky it's not worse. That's some alligator Alcatraz shit.
That's what I said.
Suffering from...
They chose to go there.
Like, that's what kind of kills me the most. It's like, oh, well, poor them, but they're actively choosing to go here and do this. Like, and then you die, and it's like, you want me to feel sorry for you? No. That's like if I got my arm bit off by sticking it into an alligator's mouth. You want me to feel sorry for you? Hell no. That's what happens when you stick your arm in an alligator mouth. It gets bit the fuck off.
I did to do this.
Walking days across the desert, and unfortunately, thousands of migrants have died or gone missing.
Rip Bozo. That's what happens when you do something illegal.
On these trails.
Then they shouldn't have gone on the trail.
Right?
They shouldn't have done it. Yeah, they shouldn't have done it.
How are you going to try to make the American people feel bad for that? Are you crazy? No. Just no.
Maybe if you don't want to have this bad happen to you, maybe just don't do it. Do not come.
Amen.
I've gone myself and walked along the trails and done on the ground work with
Is that are you saying that you admitting that you're an illegal immigrant? Is that what you're saying?
Humanitarian groups, and we'll talk about that, but there are also other aspects of the trail which I'll dig into.
Oh my God.
And yeah, just some examples of the team going to visit the lab at UCLA.
Survival and hope in the world of human smuggling. What
Jesus
a bunch of fucking bullshit. This is the problem that I think these people have, is that they're like, you really think human trafficking is about survival and hope? No. Oh my God.
I can't watch anymore. This is stupid. I do know that she spent so much time talking about this game and the feelings behind it that she didn't even have a trailer. Or she ran out of time to even play the trailer. I think that this is incredibly stupid, and I look forward to watching this game get no players other than, like, clout goblins. Chad. I think this is just stupid. Straight up. This is just dumb. I don't understand how they're going to try and play on emotional manipulation to make you feel like you should give a shit about these people that are obviously trying to break the law to get into America and kill Americans with drugs and other means. I can't. This is just stupid. The idea behind this is just stupid. My view of it is that if you want to live and live in America, then get here legally. That's all there is to it. If you die on one of these trails because you were trying to illegally get smuggled into the US, well, rip bozo, you got what was coming to you. Again, I'm not going to stick my arm in an alligator mouth because I know it's going to get bit off, and I'm not going to feel bad for the person that does and it gets bit off.